It is a commitment edition of the Recruiting Roundup. I am Jordan Hammond. It is early signing day, a day that many have been waiting for here in this 2021 class, including our guest, Zeke Branham. We'll call him an athlete for Skyline, does a little bit of everything, plays some safety, plays some linebacker. You also see him on the offensive side of the ball, doing a lot for Skyline. Zeke, thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's a pleasure being on here.
So you are ready to make your commitment. I will get out of the way, let you have the stage, and you can let us know where you're headed.
Yeah, I mean, after a lot of consideration of my family and coaches and everyone around me, I've decided to attend Fresno State University to play football and continue to get a degree in mechanical engineering.
So, congratulations. So why
Thank
Fresno
you.
State?
Really just the best fit. I fit really well into their scheme. It's really similar to what our DC this year had me running and had me playing. And I mean, it feels like a true family at Fresno with the coaches and with the people around there. It really feels like home. And being close to AZ, it's pretty nice as well. Yeah.
Now you mentioned that scheme. I saw you when you guys played this year. You were kind of bouncing around all over the place. Can you explain what role they want you playing there over at Fresno?
Yeah, they had me playing like a boundary side, outside linebacker, safety hybrid. Pretty similar to what we're doing at Skyline. And yeah, it's definitely going to be I don't want to say an easy transition, but less of an issue than going to a whole different scheme. That's for sure. So it's nice.
A familiar role.
Yeah, familiar role. Yeah, it is.
Awesome. And I know you have a GPA well over 4.0 and, getting it done in the classroom as well. I know academics were a high priority for you as well. With this mechanical engineering major that you're going to be pursuing, obviously just the opportunities outside of football, whenever you hang up the cleats, how important was that as you were, weighing this decision and making your commitment?
Oh yeah, it was huge in my consideration. That's why I was always leaning so heavy into the high academic and high football institutions. It's not just about the football. Because, yeah, I can go to the league and play 10 years, but at that time I'll be around 34 per se, around that time. So, I mean, I still have a lot of time that I should really be focused on getting my degree in something meaningful, something that I can use in the real world and do something good in life. Yeah.
At what point did you know it was Fresno State?
Not gonna lie, it was always in the back of my mind. Something about Fresno really stuck out in my heart, and it was always a really good spot. But it wasn't until a few nights ago I got on the phone with one of my coaches and talked to my family. It just kind of all clicked together, and so it was a good experience.
You mentioned, some of your coaches. Just overall, how has the Skyline coaching staff, your teammates, that whole community, how have they helped you get to where you are today?
Oh, immensely. Words can't even describe. I mean, yeah, we had a rough season due to record and due to low numbers and coaching changes, but just the community, we're all brothers. I mean, if I get out of my way, I would have all of my guys come up there with me. Yeah, we're all brothers. They helped me through all of this. I had the opportunity to transfer as some of my other classmates did when the coaching change occurred, but I chose to stay there, and that was definitely a decision I do not regret whatsoever. So yeah.
That's awesome. Before, so now you have a couple of months before you head off to Fresno. What's the game plan now? What are you focused on to make sure you can hit the ground running once you get up there?
I mean, really, physically, I meet the par. Physically, I'm not undersized or underweight. That's definitely a plus. So I can really focus in on the explosive factors and everything, all the little tweaks. So I can come in there, not just being one of the freshmen. I can come in there having some sort of mechanical experience. So that'll definitely be good.
And for, as my last question, for the Fresno fans who may not be very familiar with you, what can they expect out of Zeke Branham the next couple of years?
A game changer for sure. Yeah, I'm coming in there ready to set it on fire. That's for sure. I'm excited. Love that Fresno fan base. It's awesome. So I can't wait. Yeah.
Well, Zeke, thank you so much for the time and the insight as you make your big decision and your commitment.
Oh yeah, of course. It's always a pleasure getting along with you.
That is Zeke Branham, the newest Fresno State Bulldog, and this is the Recruiting Roundup.